Alright, this is a little something which I actually wanted to convey to, I believe, entrepreneur you're pastoring a church under the name Bride's Ministry or Bride Ministry. Sorry if I got that wrong. Pastor Dan Dual or Daniel Dual in Texas, USA. Okay. I just wanted to say this. In one of your, much later I came to, I could even say which month. It was on, on the month of July 2025. Okay. That's when I came across one of your videos after I pleaded to Jesus. After I pleaded, like, Jesus, what was happening to me? Because, I came to know that I was, well, though I say it with a smile now, at that point of time I wasn't. I was just frightened and freaked out, panicked in all ways when I came to know that I was, metaschηματίζω. Yeah, you heard that right. Metaschηματίζω. I think that's what my mommy was so afraid of. Whenever she was with me, only for a brief moment in our life, did mommy and I get one-on-one quality time. That was for, I could say, 3 years or 2.5 years. 3 years, yeah. More than 3 years, or yeah, 21, 22, 23, yeah, 3.25 years. Mommy and I, my mom and I got to be together. She used to, spring up every time when she looked at me, and she was so scared. I didn't know why she was, and then I found out. Yeah, it was because of what I was. I never knew that I was that. It was not like I was, as I stated, I was not part of any, covenant of any witches, or no, I have never attended any classes of such. So all this happened probably through astral projection, probably, and through my mind. That's how. And well, after my mom passed away, yeah, she tried to exorcise me, and passed away. And yeah, it was which was in me that also maybe made her meet her demise. I still hold a whole lot of grief about that whenever I think about it. But I'm just gonna move on to what I wanted to actually convey to you. You said that these type of people, you have dealt with them, but how to get them out of it completely? You said, well, at that moment I know not, but Jesus told me. Jesus let me know. Yeah, because he was the universal exorcist, and he exorcised me completely, just like what he did for Mary of Magdalene. Yeah, he had to, he sent out, he exorcised her as well, right, of 7 devils, 7 demons in her. So not that I was possessed, but I was, I came to know that I was a project of, Jesus exposed a few things to me. I came to know that I was a project of, since we had the Britishers, who colonized India some 400 and odd years back. I was under. I was a making of two projects mixed together. The latter is worse than the first. The first one would be the UK Albini project that was on me. I never knew that, but then Jesus exposed that to me. When I kept asking him, because only on 2024 I came to know that there was something really, I was shift. I saw that I was shape shifting. But I didn't know that. because this was all happening, subconsciously initially, and when I was, in a deep sleep, uh, I changed into things, I guess. um, and on 2025, after my mom passed away, 2 months or a month and a half after that, I came to know that I actually saw it. I actually saw myself, turn in a huge alligator or gecko. Well, so Jesus let me know, way before I could know any of it from you. I knew it because on the month of January 2025, Jesus made sure that I saw that video from Wilder Amazon. Her name was, she was a English woman. Yeah, because I still remember after my daddy passed away when I was 17, or I was about to touch 18, or I just turned 18. That's when my dad passed away. After he passed away the next year or something like that, I remember receiving a random call from some English lady on my dad's mobile number, saying, I have a document which I have to give to you. Come and collect it before it's too late. And I was like, whoa, okay. First of all, hold on, lady. I don't even know who you are. She never gave me her name, but it was an English woman, because yes, she had this very strong nasal accent to her, and she said she had a few documents in her hand, and she said if they get it in their hand, it will fall into wrong, evil hands, and so I should give it to you. It's for you, and come and collect it now. I said I can't come right now because I don't even know who you are. So she said, oh no, you should come. And I was having once again this panic attack or this, I didn't know who this lady was, and I never shared it with my family members. I usually don't. My grandpa always used to call me a Russian curtain. Yeah, how I used to keep everything, inside, and never used to, expose until and unless Jesus, deems or ordains that particular day, and fix an opportune time for me to go ahead and do so. So I immediately called one of my friend. His nickname is Tony, and his Hindu name is some Raj. It's Raj something, Raj Pandian, I guess. Yeah. He's working in Canada now. So I don't know his Hindu name all that well, but then I do know that his nickname was Tony. And I said, hey Tony, I got this, random anonymous call from this one English lady. I don't know, she was like crying, man. She was crying a lot. She said there was some kind of a document which she had to give to me, and that otherwise she would be deported or something like that, and they are planning something else. I don't know where she is, but I have a feeling it must have been probably this same lady whom I saw on January 2025 in a video, on a YouTube video. It was some 80s video, probably 80s or 90s, I don't know, or 70s or 80s. I can even get that link of that video on. I never knew that it was actually that woman, Wild. I do not know if it was Wilder Amazon. I do not know if it was that exact person, but then I'm just trying to connect the dots, because I remember receiving a call way back then. And then suddenly, for me to come, stumble. I didn't stumble. Jesus literally, when I pleaded to him to ask him, Jesus, there's something wrong with me. Can you please let me know? With that, I pleaded and asked him. That was after my mom passed away. But on January 2025, I was made to see that. Because my mom always said, she was scared. There was this other friend who came in, apparently I don't know who he was. I think he was a jinn. Yeah, my mom said that, so that's how I knew it was a jinn. But the jinn was able to see things, and said that my mom always got frightened looking at me when I entered in after I went out and came in. I was like, why is she afraid of me? I'm a God-fearing, and I only do everything that Jesus wants me to do. Then mom said a few other things. I don't want to share everything now. She said I was tutored by by Hillel to distort Bible verses to his betterment. But I know I turned it all away because my Jesus, I turned that dagger or that knife right back at him. And on 2025, I received my deliverance from Jesus. Praise Jesus on that. And he told me how I could. There's this little, the final instruction that he gave as a completion of that exorcism that Jesus did for me. And whoa, was it a scary one? Yeah, to see what all I was. So that woman, yes, Tony. I'm coming back to that. Don't forget. Don't think that I forgot. Okay. My memory sometimes serves me well. Praise Jesus on that. My friend Tony, he said, I told him, please just rush up over there. She was there somewhere in Mylapore, Las Corner. It's here in Chennai, India, South India. So he didn't immediately rush there. He said, I can't immediately go there because this was we were speaking at somewhere around 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. in the night. So he said I will do it first thing in the morning, and then I did try to get in touch with him, and I think he did it the very next day. And he said I went down there. I don't know how much of what he said was, whether it was an honest review or honest, whatever. He wouldn't lie to me. He wouldn't lie to me about this in this way, but this is exactly what my friend Tony told me. Okay, he said that he went there and he couldn't find her, and he did ask people around, if they saw any English woman or any a foreigner over here. And one of them said, she was walking up and down, very frantically. She looked like she didn't have her marbles in place. And they said someone came from a white van or white, I don't know, car, van. They were dressed in black suit, like those MIB. I was like, wow, wait, do we have who was it? Tom Lee Jones, Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. I was like, dude, I mean, come on, that's are you like, I really did ask him, are you sure that's what you saw? And it seems he just took her by force and inside the van, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, that's what my friend Tony said. No, I did not witness it with my eyes, but this is what my friend Tony said happened to her. And I'm thinking that Jesus just wanted me to know that, and that's the reason why he made me see what I had to see on January 2025. Wilder, Amazon is her name, and Amazon, seriously, yeah, but that's her name, the Brit. And she was talking about all the projects that were happening over there, and way before I even clicked on hers, on 2024, on the end of 2024 or mid 2024, Jesus did reveal and expose one other thing to me about a UK Albini project, and he said, and he let me know that that's what that's what they had done on me, and that's the reason why I'm again, metaschēmatō, that I was not anymore that. So I don't want to keep saying that, because I'm not that anymore. Jesus delivered me. He just said I have to finish it up. I have to finish that, that final thing, and I will let you know once I'm done with it. I'll take a footage of it and I will send it to you. Sir Daniel Duval, who's pastoring a bride ministry, you said that I do not know what to do with such subjects who come to me, or such people with such needs come to me. All I could do was pray, fast and pray for them, but maybe exorcise them at that moment, but to completely how to give them the complete deliverance, Jesus taught me that. So maybe I will take a footage of it and put it across to you. You can watch it. And what else? And after my mom, passed away, that's when I pleaded to Jesus. When that night when I saw myself, get into, change into that, that's when I pleaded and cried to Jesus, and I asked him, I need, I need to know what this is. And that's when he made me, stumble across your video, Daniel Duval, sir. And well, not that I didn't know, but that confirmed that I was not hallucinating. That confirmed that, no, I wasn't just, thinking. I wasn't just, maybe it was just heights of syndrome of paranoia in me. Maybe I'm just, stressed that my mom just, passed away, trying to exorcise me. But no, I'm not. I know people over here in India wouldn't understand all this. They just think that I'm some kind of a Hollywood buff watching too much Hollywood movies, or they would. If I tell this to any South Indian or any Indian, they would just say, "Are you a X-Men fan or something?" That's exactly what they would say. Are you? How we don't believe in mutants. Yeah, you wouldn't have mutants because you have serpents in return. Yeah, land of, seriously. And Jesus also revealed that I was also a project of the bricks on me. Yeah, because my mom did, people used to call her, people never called her that, but probably they thought that because I could, like, feel their thoughts. No, I wasn't able to read it, but I feel their thoughts. They did think that she was having hallucinations and that she had gone cuckoo or something like that. So yeah, we were kind of like living the life of John Connor with his mom, and except his mom was in a mental asylum and he was with the foster parent, and I was just on myself with Jesus. Thank God, my foster, not my foster parent, my Jesus was my everything. He saved me. And mom used to tell me that she used to see these, highly paid, one of the highly paid actor here in South India, or not highly, I don't know if he's highly paid, but then he's a famous actor, Kamal Hassan. She just saw his, I don't know, astral projection of him. And once she also saw an astral projection of our, the current Prime Minister, PM Modi. She did, because she did let me know. So I was wondering why she was like, I thought she was blabbering. I thought, oh my, she has got, into the heights of paranoia. That's exactly what I thought about my mom. I know that's exactly, I mean, I know that because I know exactly, why am I saying this? Because I know that's exactly what you all might be thinking about me, but no, trust me, this is all real. There are mutants. Some of them are from this UK Albini project, because she also once did see King Charles, the Sir Charles of UK astral project in my place, and I never believed her when she said that. But I still remember one night, or one late evening, telling her something. It was not me who was speaking, but then someone else, and very Englishy. Yeah, with a nasal accent. I went on to say to my mom, I said, are you trying to no, I let me recall. Hold on. Jesus help me. Yeah, I remember this. My mom was scared, petrified, looking at me, and she sat down on the floor in one corner, and I was looking at her directly as I came out of a room. I always had the lights off during the evenings and during my worship time with Jesus, and I still remember I went over to and told her, do you think that you could, win us or something like that? Okay. Do you think that you could actually, destroy us or something like that? Don't you know that we are hybrids? Do you know whom you're dealing with? We are hybrids, yeah. Those were the words. I felt like, did the astral projection of whomsoever Charles you saw, were they able to manifest through us, using us? This is what has been happening. They've been using our body as a bodysuit in order for them to using us as a huge data storage beings in the third world country. Not that India is a third world country, but I mean, it almost is in some areas. Yeah. Are they? I immediately I prayed to Jesus and made sure that I got everything out, every strongholds. I made sure that I broke it by the name of Jesus. And no, I'm still. It's a good thing that I'm a vegan. I haven't done a heavy fast, but yeah, sometimes I do go without. Yeah, sometimes some meals I do skip. Like today I did. Yay! um, so if there are anyone over here who are also going through the same, do let me know. If you're turning into nagins, I mean serpents, sometimes, yeah, because I've had that experience on 2024. Me, Baphomet. I turned a little bit like a Baphomet and have snake tail. Once I remember I was a black adder with red eyes, and the other time just a brazen serpent, I guess. The brazen serpent was okay. But anyways, um, Sir Daniel Dual, I have the answer to that question, and I shall get it to you. All the best to your ministry in Texas, USA. May Jesus be with you always.